Welcome everybody to this part 2 of this Pyromancer speed leveling, right? Just gonna start out an ultimate. I think my resistances should be good enough. Maybe I need some more Pierce Rust, but I will able to equip the mythical, or like the empowered version of my current pants, right? To like gain some additional Pierce Rust. Alright, so yeah, resistances are actually... Never mind, I don't even need like more Pierce Rust. I need maybe some more like acid rust, right? Like some more acid overcap. But that's like pretty easy to get on a Pyromancer, right? You just put more pawns here and you're done. And same thing for kills, right? I wanna get more kills overcap maybe. I mean, I wanna max this out anyways for the damage absorption, at least to like soft cap, right? So I'm gonna like put some more pawns here, 2 more pawns here, and then like more pawn with the aspect of the Guardian, right? That's basically what we're gonna do here. And of course also use a XD pot, right? XD pot, there it is. And I have like done the first quest already, right? Let's go to Lower Crossing here. Merry Christmas Eve Eve. Eve. And we're starting that. Yesterday was Christmas Eve. Today is Merry Christmas, Christmas Eve. Tomorrow is Christmas Eve, and then it's actually Christmas. Alright, so we gotta kill this guy right for the quest. And ultimately, we just want to do all the quests again, because like quests are our primary like source of XP. I mean, killing mobs is not bad either, obviously, but quests in ultimate actually like give you a lot of XP, especially when you're like this low level still. And if you're like going to ultimate at like, I don't know, level 90 plus, right, you're not gonna get like insane XP anymore here. But if you like go here to level 70, then you will get lots of XP. Right? I mean, you will get the same amount of XP, like total XP, but at this level it's gonna like fill up your bar still like way quicker, right, than compared to later. Merry Xmas, Merry Love. Welcome Jaffa, welcome. I actually didn't think I was gonna stream today anymore, but I'm not gonna go and visit my my family and stuff before like tomorrow evening anyway, so yeah. Alright, slip necklace, seems good. Which means we can put the pawns here, right? 1 pawn here into physique. As you might have noticed, right, we're just gonna use this one offhand that I found at level, I don't know, 40. All the way to 94 probably. Like, I will never take a second one here. I got a pretty decent roll with the destroyer prefix, right? That's like good enough. And honestly, the thing that I care about is, like, that I care the most about is just like the +2 to Mortar Trap and like the +1 sound limit and like -2 second skill charge Mortar Trap. And these affixes, or like these modifiers, are always the same, like no matter what level this item has, right? So yeah, it doesn't really matter that much. Why do you have internet and why am I not partnered again? I don't know, dude. Am I streaming in 1080 again? On accident? Oh, fuck me. I hope it's not gonna lag. If it's lagging, please tell me. Alright, I'm streaming in 1080 instead of 720 today, but on accident again. I did some video stuff earlier, and I do try to do videos in 1080 as much as I can. But for streaming it's kinda unstable, so if it's getting like too unstable I might have to like restart my stream. What was that? The gun shoots a laser? I mean, the gun's just like a stat stick, to be honest, and we're using the configuration, right, from the configuration relic. Grimtools says I have negative energy regen. I don't know, does it look like negative to you? And Grimtools is not always right, you know? I mean, you know that more than I do. I don't know what actually says I have like negative energy regen, honestly. On my Creek Spellbinder. Oh, on the Creek Binder. I mean, that might be actually, like, maybe correct even. But I have, I think, like enough energy leech and stuff like that to like compensate. I don't recall having energy issues on that spell, to be honest. Like, maybe I had to like use a pot every now and then, right? But I mean, that's fine for me, like I'm perfectly fine with like using pots for energy. But I never like went out of energy, and like, this spell is worse actually. It's Grim Dawn that's wrong, and Grimtools is always correct. The real game is Grimtools, right? Diablo Immortal stream when?
Well met.
I don't know. Maybe next century, right? Freedom build. The Ethereals are not prepared for freedom. Also, Jozo, welcome. Thanks for the follow. What should have ever done Grimtools? Sheet shows 8% instead of 18% visitors. Wait, really? Did you forget to do that? Like, to update that? Wait, does your... wait. 8 instead of 18, that's it's quite the mistake, honestly. It's a bug in Grim Dawn. Apparently, by the way, like the Courageous Tinctures, for example, right, that you can use from Homestead. Apparently they, like... where do I go here? I already have like all devotions, right? Yeah. I already have all devotions, so we can just continue on. Like, I don't have to go into the cave. I only have to like go into that cave if I need like more devotion shrines, right? I mean, you could still go there for like XP and maybe some legendaries from the shrine, right? But you don't have to. Much better to like just go for this quest here, for example, and like save this guy instead. Be a little bit more time efficient here. Yeah, what would I want to say? Like, Courageous Tincture, right, instead of Blood Tincture, for example. They, like, in a tooltip it shows they have, like, I don't know, like 40-second cooldown, right? But in reality they have, like, 90 seconds cooldown, right? So that's kind of a legit bait as well. It's like an actual wrong tooltip in the game. Yo, Circle, welcome on. Good evening to you.
Oh, hello.
Let's get the quest and the rift gates. Is that the new CAC W from like Fick is like -5 now? That's hilarious actually. Yeah, like the bonus from the shield on the bleed build, right? For Blade Spirits, it's like insanely good because it like stacks on every single Blade Spirit.
Move along.
Let's start with Angrim. Angrim is generally speaking the better smith for endgame at least. While leveling, I mean, feel free to like use Duncan maybe if you want to craft something while leveling, right? But for like endgame leveling, I mean endgame crafting rather, you always should choose Angrim. because his like crafting bonuses are just like better in game. Alright, where are we going? Angrim's Chad. Yeah, he's pretty good. He's a pretty good smith. Alright, where is... what's it called again? Angrim, right? Where is Angrim? He should be like around here, I think. Probably over here? No, that's where the Storm Elite is, right? Like the Witch Doctor Elite. Stonecaller. Angrim is over here now, not? Yeah, that's where it is.
Well,
In the moldering fields, right? Duncan can rot. You can do more than that, but he's certainly not the most skilled smith, right? Alright, we also gotta kill these two guys for the side quests, right? Don't forget about killing these guys. I just put the misadventure link in the title because my plan is to play around the Ember's Calling set with this character on next patch there, so if you haven't seen the Ember's Calling set yet, Mr. Letters, welcome by the way, then you can check it out in the misadventure, right? These like Ember guards, right? These have like a pretty high fire rest. That's why they take like no damage. And more Ember guards actually. Alright, these elites are gonna like explode compared to the Ember guards, right? Yeah. Seems good. We're gonna put some more points into Aspect of the Guardian now, I think. We have this maxed out, right? We don't gain 1% absorption anymore per point here, so we just put the points here instead for like poison resistance, and physical resistance as well, actually. We're working from home, so you can actually come in a bit. Nice, man. Yeah, long time no see, man. How are you? Hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing good. Hope you're gonna have some Merry Christmas soon. Like tomorrow, or like in 2 days, rather. Please don't lag. If it's like too lag for you on the stream, guys, like please tell me. I might have to restart my stream, right, because of like too high quality. Or like rather because my potato like can't handle the quality, right? Yo Nidia, welcome. Of course I'm live, it's like my scheduled stream, dude. Why should I not be live? Actually surprised that Madly didn't come to join you to tell you that Chill Heart is not the best bleeding weapon. It seems to be the best bleeding weapon for Ring of Steel at least, right? It's maybe not the best bleeding weapon like overall, but it's certainly the best one for Ring of Steel. Alright, we can do this one on the way, right? As I said earlier, like I don't need more Devotion Shrines, but Since this one is like basically in my face, we can just click it, but... And how do you play this bird? Like, just don't get it right. Keep your distance, don't get slammed, don't get like skill disrupted. Let your mortars do all the work. I mean, ideally you wanna face tank enemies so that mortars can have like an easier time hitting the enemy, right? But sometimes you still have to like kite around a bit. Pyromancer is kind of a squishy class, I would say. It's certainly squishier than, for example, Purifier, I would say, actually, because it doesn't have a seal. On the other hand, it has like 15% absorption here, right? And like physical rest and aspect of the Guardian. Like, it's actually not that squishy if you like skill it properly, right? Many seals in Norway. Do you have an Inquisitor seal lying around at the beach as well? Alright, all these Amber Guards are like burning dead. I just skip them, doesn't really matter. Kinda are fire resistant. I mean, we do have some pretty decent fire resistance shred now, right, on mines and Curse of Reality. But that's still kinda, I don't know. You don't follow schedules? 5 head? Oh yeah, that's always good. Who needs schedules, right? What is that? The Grim Dawn seal? The Inquisitor's seal? The Inquisitor's seal. Wow.
Well met.
Drink of my life. Thanks for the follow. Welcome on, welcome on. Cute. Cute seal indeed. It has pretty good absorption, I've heard. I don't know. Seems pretty tanky, that seal. It's a Mike Fick name. Drink of my life, even. This is like Mike Fick's alt account. Alright, the hardest part about Act 1, right? As people say, is the Aether Warped totem, the ancient Aether Warp totem down here in this Warden Cellar, right? So let's do it, right? I guess Act 1 is pretty easy, right? Act 1 is obviously super easy, but... Mortars are actually pretty good for leveling, I'm not gonna lie, like they are pretty good. They don't really have lots of support through like items, except for the Turnox's Tome, which is I think crucial. But yeah, other than that, it's like super good, I feel like. Don't sell legendaries, by the way. If you like don't want to keep legendaries, what you should do is you should like use dynamite to like blow them up instead, right? To like get some rare mats for crafting. I mean, blues, however, you can sell. Like blues aren't like that important to keep, I would say. But purples, you should definitely like make sure to blow up with dynamite. So I'm gonna keep these until I can like blow them up and then blow them up. Right? Pretty sure Malaviglan was from Sweden. Yeah, he's from Stockholm, right? But I haven't seen him around ever since he like rage quitted the forums. gonna do a solo Saffron Bleeding Heart. I mean, Bleeding Witch Hunter. Nice, nice. You talked to him yesterday? Is that so? Yeah, imagine checking greens while leveling, right? Like, just sell them. I mean, if you're playing solo Saffron, then you have to. But if you're like speed leveling, you should have like speed leveling gear ready, right? In your stash, and like not care about anything that you like drop. Except for maybe like 1 or 2 monster frequencies that like suit the damage type or like the damaging skill that you're using. Because it like didn't save those earlier, right? For example, for me, I needed to like farm this one, right? But everything else, all other items, I just pulled from stash, right? I actually found this one, I think, while leveling, and it's pretty good. I might like keep this actually for future characters for leveling, because it like rolled 7% physicalness, which is like the high roll, right, for physicalness. And physical resistance is like very good for leveling, like for speed leveling, especially when you're like playing low set, which has like no armor. And like the less armor you have, the more like crucial physical is gonna be for your character. Otherwise, you're just gonna die to physical damage, right? Turnus' Tome, yes. Destroyers Turnus' Tome of Thunder. I found this one on normal. It's a level 40 item, but I mean, you don't care about the level, right? You just care about the modifiers. It's like what you need to like put down 3 mortars, and then they're like good to go, right? That's welcome, Fibo. How are you, man? Welcome. Was I using Rainbow before? No, I've never used Rainbow mod before. I've actually never ever installed that mod. And it's a good mod, but I've never used it myself. Or like a third party tool, right? It's not a real mod. Third party tool. Taking some damage here if we get hit, right? Like, don't get hit, please. Make sure to kill all these crystals, even while speed leveling, right? Like, take the extra time here to like get some extra crystals, because you're probably gonna run out of crystals at some point, and well, you have like 0 crystals like me all the time, and they are pretty important for crafting. Like, you need them quite a bit.
Well met.
Yo, Kirby, thanks for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Whale Matt. Yep. What's that? Wonder word? I don't. The green colored portion of this beginner compendium is kidnapping hard. That autocorrect or like autofill. Wow. Is kidnapping a meme? Nah, it's more like Adios just like screenshotting every single thing that like Arcane Undo is like mistyping. That's like the meme, I think, here. I don't even get it myself now. Ah, this is just toxic as fuck. I mean, who am I to disagree, right? Have fun with mortars, Mr. Krieg. My Wrath, just dodge this one and go into melee range instantly, so that he doesn't use his crossbow. And pay attention to him like stomping, move away right, then like go into space again, and you're like totally safe. Can't truly kill you, you say? Is that so? Yeah. Alright. And we just do the seller now, and we're basically done with Act 1, right? And lol auto mod, get wrecked. Let's go down here. Actually, I need to scrap that.
Well, since this... Well, good. This...
Rather, I already gave him the scrap right last time. When I did like the first couple of quests here in normal. I mean in ultimate. In the last episode. And we just gotta go into the cellar and kill Vidoth the Corrupted, right? Fear the freedom, yep. Hell yeah, brother. I should have called us capital like K-Corner, right? But then again, it's not gonna be like K-Corner in the end game, so... can I please walk through here? Thank you. Ultimo doesn't know how to filter links. Yeah, congrats. Yo, Skipper, welcome on, welcome on. How you doing, man? Throwing a flashbang. Alright, some more mortars down here. 1, 2, and 3, right? And then we just like run around in circles and like do some flashbangs, right? Alright. Seems good. Is there info for next patch release? Yeah, we know it's not gonna be this year.
You're back. Is there anything...
It's gonna be next year, right? It's like all we know though. Like,
well,
I think they wanted to initially like push it out this year, but it's gotten bigger than expected, the patch, and I mean, so yeah, it's gonna like come out next year, not this year.
What do you want?
Here to kill you, baby. Alright.
what's with
Yeah, Act 1 is done. Let's cash in all the
you're
quests,
back.
right?
What am I? You? That's
All the
good.
XP.
Is that the warden's defeat? So you
Seems
must
good, level 27. We have, what, 17 levels to go, right? To level 94. I'm gonna put level 3 now to, like, soft cap. For the, like, offensive ability and the heal. That's pretty good. And next up I will... I don't know, maybe like soft cap, like put 6 points here, right, for the fumble to like 29%, that's like the sweet spot. And then maybe like soft cap flashbang, or put more points into like blast shield or thermite mine, right? Those are like good abilities. You could also like put some more points in Crystal Ferrata to like have better quality of life on it, right? Like bigger radius, longer duration, and more slow, right? More movement speed slow. Now here in Act 2, right? Some of these guys you don't want to face tank that much, especially like all of these Crown elites. Actually, I forgot one thing, right? I have a like a pair of pants we could like switch over to, right? I got the, well, basically empowered version of the current pants, right, that I'm wearing. So just switch these over, right? We're getting some more bleed rust, some more pierce rust. And since we have like insane, what's it called, like poison rust now as well, I could like get rid of the slith when I'm here, right? I don't need that anymore. Now, if I am revered with Devil's Crossing, which I'm not quite yet.
Well, you were there. We have to hit them hard and fast.
Yeah, okay. Like basically next Rift Gate, right, we're gonna go back here and get the Survivor's Ingenuity for like all damage, 2% away and 2% DA. Like that's a pretty good, like all-purpose augment. Had to change pants, Monkas. Facing Nicolas Cage. That was what he's called now? Like, who's Nicolas Cage? Nicolas Balthazar, you mean? Don't make this guy kill his family, right? Just save him. Yes, that's Nicolas Cage. Interesting. Yeah, Balthazar hurts. Like, he hurts a lot. I mean, we have 36% Fizz Rest though, so that's pretty good. I mean, I have 500 armor though, like 500 armor is a little bit low, right? And I have like no threat absorption except for Phoenix right now. Which probably isn't max level either right now. Let me actually check. Yeah, it's 14 out of 20, this one is 8 out of 15, 13 out of 20, 16 out of 20, 16 out of 20, 15 out of 20, 15 out of 20 here as well, okay. Personally, I'm always using low card set all the way to 94, no matter which build I'm playing it, yeah. That said, I do sometimes die while leveling, at like level 90 to 94. Like I would say up to level 90, it's still, yeah, it does get like a bit, like a little bit sketchy on melee and ultimate for sure, but like you can still do it. But you might also die on it. Like sometimes I do actually die between like level 90 and 94. Those are like the scariest levels, I feel like. Champion weaker version of Balthazar. Oh yeah, the one in the 4 hills, right? That one's also kind of sketchy actually. There's also one guy who has like insane skill disruption on like his flashbang, right? Like that guy can be pretty annoying as well. If you have like low skill disruption resistance. But I mean, we have possession now, right? Like possession gives you basically 80% disruption rest, right? So that shouldn't be an issue anymore. My boss is a joke. I mean, I think it killed enough people. It's not as strong as Outbreak. No, that's fine. But I think it like still killed enough people. Like, seeing all the forum posts or like Reddit posts still about like my character, like my champion killing enemies, right? Alright. So this guy, right? This guy is supposed to hurt. Yeah, he does hurt a bit. So yeah, as you can see, you can actually face tank Nicolas Cage on this card here. I actually didn't expect it to be that like easy though, like I didn't expect that. I was like ready to jump back and like cluster and stuff like that. I'll look as a joke too. What the fuck? I mean, they're not supposed to be like insane enemies, right? Wait, didn't I have like a level 75 weapon in my stash? I think so actually. I also have like Lad's Oath, right? I could like get more like damage, right? On gear. The thing is, do I even need it? The fuck's that bug, dude? In that pic. Like a stinky bug. Monka. Aether RR Warcry Condit when? You can only add flat RR to Warcry though, right? So like you couldn't add X percent, like minus X% to Warcry, that's not working. All Aether soldiers use Creek set. Alright, probably. I mean, why not, right? Why shouldn't they? It's a good set for Aether soldiers. Oh, you mean so they have flat RR? I mean, yeah, true. Like, yeah. It will do like nothing, right? Yo, Ragradil, welcome on. By the way, this is a pretty deadly queen, right? Pretty deadly bee here. Shoulder Guard of Justice. I mean, this is like, for example, like, that you could use now if you like don't feel like using low percent anymore, but I don't know. Hey, you probably also play Revenant. The thing is, like, the RR on Kriegset is not that reliable because it doesn't have like 100% uptime, right? So usually you wanna like pick flat RR from Devotions on top, right? Why can't they add RR on Warcry? Because an ability needs to like tick for that. Like it needs to have duration, like Curse of Rarity, for example, right? Or like Thermite might have duration, right? Curse of Rarity has a duration. Like if you check out all the abilities that have like minus X% resistance shred, they would always be like the abilities would always have a duration. Otherwise, it would only have the like minus X% RR the very second you hit them, and then after that, not anymore, right? So pretty much, I guess, an engine limitation. Or like a limitation. Yeah, don't clip by this, by the way. Don't get hit, right? It sure deals so much physical damage. Alright. Like, those abilities are coded to, I don't know, to like not work with that for some reason. I don't know the exact reason, but basically what it comes down to is that like skills that have minus X% RR, for example, need to have duration, right? Like, and yeah, when I say duration, it's not about dot, like not about damage over time, but like ticking flat, right? Which is different than dot. Like, you might think dot and ticking flat is like the same thing, it's actually not. Yeah, there is the Tome of Atonement thing as well, or the Grimtools, 5 Grimtools, that's true. I do, however, just wanna like play around the new sets once they are like available. I try to make a build around the colors. I mean, the Tome of Atonement, like a deceiver. Right? I wanted to like do color store and fire Grimtools, but yeah, that's like one of the builds that actually died while leveling, so I never did it. And now, yeah, with the new set coming, right? Next match, it's like perfect timing to do this build again. But yeah, I'm gonna try to use the set as well. The set might be like more focused around like spamming Grimtools there, right? So I'm not sure. Maybe I don't use the Tome of Atonement, right? Or I still use it on top and like still play around like dot Grimtools, but still use the set. We'll see. We'll see, we'll see. Available. Sorry for my bad Englando, my Walish England, right? It's basically Walish, right? From Wales. Yeah, that's the other thing, right? You could use the global offhand. Like, if you wanna spam Jigs or I, right? You wanna use the global offhand instead. 100%, right? With the new set. But maybe I'm still gonna use like Tome of Atonement. We'll see, we'll see. I haven't theory crafted the endgame like version of the spell yet, or like of the Grimtools version yet. I'm gonna do that once the patch hits, once we have grimtools ready for that as well, right? And we're gonna do it. The thing is, like, when the patch hits, when the patch hits, when the patch hits, I would have to like farm the items first, right? So we have to like play some SR. And that will give grimtools like time to catch up, right? Give them some time to catch up and like update grimtools. Just like whales. I mean, whales are awesome. They're awesome creatures. I can't deny that. The RR system was basically made for Titan Quest, where it was not a mandatory mechanic, and they've kept it, and the same as Grim Dawn, which is why it feels extremely weird in Grim Dawn. In Titan Quest it had similar issues, but it was well done and balanced to a point where you rarely felt even the need of double RR, unless physical damage. Also, Raz Gradiel said, is there any difference between to choose Demolitionist first and then Ocultist, or the other way around? There's no difference. No. It doesn't really matter which one you choose first, which one you choose second. Like, you're gonna be a Pyromancer no matter what. Like, if you're starting up with Ocultist and then later choosing Demolitionist or doing it like I did on the Skater, doesn't matter at all. You're always gonna be a Pyromancer. Yeah, the only, like, true, with Climate Chosen, yeah, Like, you can't choose Commons Chosen when you're a Necromancer, right? However, if you want to play a Necromancer plus X character, right? You could choose the other mastery first, then choose Commons Chosen in Act 3, and then after that, choose Necromancer, and then they will still, like, tolerate you. Like, they won't, like, make you leave, they will still tolerate you. Oh, do you mean about leveling? I don't think that was the question, but if that was the question, like for leveling, you can do both, right? Like, Arcutus is a good leveling class with like Fielded Rage and grimtools, like Bloody Pox, right? Or like Sigil, actually, like Bloody Pox and Sigil. It's probably better than grimtools, actually. And Demolition is like very good with like Blackwater Cocktail, right? Blackwater Cocktail is really good for leveling. Canister Bomb is good for leveling. Grenado is like good for single target while leveling. Mortar Traps is good for leveling, as you can see right now, right? Demolition is like a very high damage class, I feel like. It has lots of damage and doesn't really need that much support. Like, I only have one item like supporting my Mortar Trap right now, right? I mean, this one like giving me +1 all scouts, this one like giving me +1 all scouts. But yeah, the only thing that's really like supports my main damage ability right now is the offhand, right? Everything else is just like the base damage of the abilities and like some stuff from devotions, right? And it's like good enough for leveling. This is not gonna be like good enough for endgame, obviously, but for leveling, that's like all you need, right? You don't need more damage than this. Bloody Pox. I'm going to enjoy this. I mean, Kron's first stage, right? Like, just run around. Make sure to like recast Thermite Mine whenever he like moves around, so that you always have the RR from the Thermite Mines on him, right? Actually, not a good Chronic farmer so far. Yo, Gorka, welcome on, welcome on. Welcome, welcome. Alright. Let's go for the Rift Gate and then like port back, hand in all the quests, right? 7 items. Farming Cron would face. Yeah, you don't really want to do that here. Unless you're looking for his rings, or you wanna get Kron's gang to Nemesis, right? To like farm Fabius in the main campaign, but like why would you ever do that, right? There's kind of no reason to do it. Just do like Crucible or SR to like get Kron's, I mean, to get Kron's ring as well as Fabius' shoulders, right? Yeah, maybe that's actually like a good point, right? That's something I would like to like think about on next patch. Like Grim Fate looks really good for this build, like for a Fire Exhibitor build for sure, for like sustain, right? But if you go Sigil, you have to like face tank, right? I'm not sure if I want to do a face tanker. But yeah, if I do a face tanker, then I would need Sigil, and then I would need Grim Fate probably for Fire Sigils, right?
Damn, now they're...
Alright, let's talk to Barnabas, and we have only 14 more levels remaining actually. So where do we put these
Come,
points?
friend, right to business. Nobody.
I think we were like trying to put Blast Rate to 14 with the next like 2 levels here. Like this level and next level. At 14 points, you gain like additional +1 max all rust whenever it procs. So you're gonna be like even tank here. And that's pretty good. You always wanted an RPG where you're able to join the evil side. Wait, aren't there some where you can like actually join the evil side? I thought there are some. Alright, we got just 14 points, right? Now at 14 points, as I said, like you get another like +1 max auras, so like 6% now. And you have 1010 Threat Absorb. Which is pretty good. Also, if you go here to this area, right, after killing Crowley, you don't have to do anything, right? You just talk to her and get like free scrap and like free XP. You don't have to like deal with anybody here anymore. You can choose the good side in Grim Dawn. Scorv. Scorv is the good guy in Grim Dawn. Right? Scorved, nothing wrong. I mean, even Grim Dawn like lets you choose sides. Right, you can do Comments Chosen or Death's Vigil. You can do Better Home or no Better Home, right? You can do Outcast or no Outcast. Can you destroy the world in Grim Dawn? Well, you can't do that. Yeah, you can't go like full evil mode, no. You can just go like a little bit evil or like a little bit less evil, right? Basically. Mythical Dreadfire, that's actually a really good item as well. I could just like, ah no, it's fire to aether conversion, never mind. Always getting debated by that. I mean, if you had a questline that's like that vastly different, where you like actually destroy the world instead of like saving the world, it's more like developers would be doing 2 games instead of 1, right? Because like the questlines would be like so different that it's basically 2 games instead of like 1 game, right? Yo, Hell Miner, welcome on, welcome on. Oh yeah, I should be doing the Undercity quest and Ultimate List, right? You can't skip the Undercity quest and moment in the late, like you don't have to do them, right? But here in Ultimate you should definitely do this quest. And for that we have to like go over here to the Necromancer here, right? Balvoruk, and get his quest. Undercity. Undercity. It's not on my wish list. I have like 0 games on my wish list right now, like I don't even know what I want. You guys have like big wish lists when it comes to games? Like long wish lists? Make sure to pick up these Forgotten Passages as well, because they do give you, again, XP on it, because it's a quest. Every single quest gives you good XP, so make sure to pick them up. As you can see, for a quest that easy, it's still decent XP, I would say. No point of checking my wishes when I have enough unplayed bought games, yeah. I've tried to avoid that, but I do have like around 5 games as well that I've never played but still bought. I should like drop a portal here, right? And get the waypoint, rift gate outside first, right? Monkas, what was the sound? Game, please. This is like all Mortar Traps exploding at the same time or something like that. It was weird. Sound of something exploding, probably goes to Redon. Something exploded! It's quite funny actually. I mean, the way you died is still a big question mark to me. I guess still didn't understand it. Like, it seems like he just one-shot you, right? But like, with what? Like, I checked him on grimtools, like, he doesn't have any debuffs whatsoever, right? He has like 0 debuffs. I don't get it. Like, 0 scary debuffs at least, right? I don't know, did you like try attacking him? Because the thing is, like, he does have a chance to get like a double physical retail shield. Like, I almost died to him once when he had like a retail shield. Like, basically the same thing as with Makadar. You were standing like in mid-range, but I don't think you attacked him actually, right? And the thing is, like, all your opinions died as well. I mean, did they die because you died, or did they die because they got one shot as well? Like, I don't quite understand how that works with cats, actually. I should just, like, go back and, like, get my item right that I have in my stash. Like, what am I doing? Still using Leander's hand cannon. Weekly dose of wraith porn, what the fuck? It's like the black market here for like wraith porn or what? Alltså workman, Enzo Sanzaloni. How are you doing, man? Can't port, re. Mythical Golemborn Greaves. Those are really good boots as well, actually. Which again, you could use at level 84 if you don't want to use local settlement. Grim lag. It's not as bad as last epoch though, right? Not as bad as that game. I do get like occasional hiccups actually. But I think that's because I'm streaming on like 1080p today. On accident again. You have better performance in LE than in Grim Dawn? Wait, what, really? How? I mean, running everything on medium in Grim Dawn is, like, for me, super smooth, usually. And LE, I have everything on, like, super duper low, and I run this with, like, I don't know. It's like 20 FPS when I'm streaming, right? Or maybe 30, I don't know. It's pretty bad, man. And I think for Mike, it's like super scuffed, right? Like, Mike's telling me that he had like incredible issues with like running LE, like it was super laggy for him for some reason. Let's just go back, craft a cold stone, and like switch my weapon, and I need another XP pot anyway, right? Which I have on my like personal stash with me, but still could just like use this downtime of the XP pot to switch around my gear, right? Now, if you wanna save these clubs, right, just for the relic, like just for Mistborn talismans, right, you're better off like just crafting the talismans, right, because they like need less space in the inventory, right? You can like save some inventory space like this. We also need to craft the cold stone, right? So let's do that. Cold stone. Oh, yeah, I actually have Grim Fate here as well, right? I could use Grim Fate or Malakor's Infusion. Wait, why did I like not use Grim Fate earlier actually? That's like level 58 item, right? Wait, why did I not use this? I mean, now I might as well use Mortar Traps Infusion, right? Mortar Traps Infusion, 100% chance on enemy death. Mortar Traps runes instill a balance within you, mending wounds and powering your weapons with the elements. That's flat elemental damage, right? That's not really that helpful. The heal is still okay, but like... Maybe I still want to use Grim Fate though, honestly, like this has CDR. Or I could also use the pistol that I just found, right? The mythical devil tongue. But this like needs more cunning. I kinda don't want to invest in the cunning on this build. So what do we do? I mean, I could just like go with this pistol all the way, right, to 94. Like, why not just do that? Like, this is all you need. Let me just give you a grimtools link for this current level though. We did get some skill points and we did also switch out the pants, right? Did I see Mike's rip with paninis? I actually didn't know. Did he rip? Did he rip already? On the Arcanist? What? How? Level 82, right? Yeah, sure, you can. Send clip or get banned. Scuff and peace. Okay, what is this?
You move Ability. If I can move Ability. No, 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 no. No! 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 Stop it! Stop hitting me! I got it. Easy peasy. You didn't break a sweat.
Easy peasy, didn't break a sweat.
No! No!
He killed her though, he killed her actually.
No, 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 no.
Wow.
No! No! Stop it! Stop hitting me! I got it. Easy peasy. You didn't break a sweat.
Easy peasy.
No! No!
Oh, she actually died though. Safe play. Yeah, it's a face tanker, right? It's a face tanker. I don't know why he wanted to like do Panetti out of all the ways to like play a caster, right? Is he playing without his shoes on? No, I don't have shoes on. I don't. Of course I'm playing without shoes on. Why would I have shoes on? Nani? Like, I'm not going outside. Alright, where did we go again? Oh yeah, I had the cold stone, right, for the thing here, right? I know he went penny for the beams, but I don't know. When am I gonna play Panini Rect? I already played Panini. Like, I leveled up Druid with Panini. It was quite some time ago though. And I didn't play Panini for Endgame. I did play Panini for Endgame even like no, like a longer time ago. Even how do you say that? Even more time ago? Even earlier? Even earlier in my life? I had like a softcore character. I actually had 2 Panini builds. I had a like Invoker set Panini build on softcore. Like an AOM expansion, like 3 years ago, like even 4 years ago, something like that. And then I made a cold Panini build on patch 1.0.7, which was the last patch before Forgotten Gods, so also an AOM character. I died to Theoden though. I died to Theoden on my Panini in hardcore. Maybe remember the clip from my like Rip Clip Fiesta video on YouTube. But yeah, the Druid leveled all the way from 1 to 94, right? And didn't die. He became the Ludrugan Druid later on there. Which is technically using Penetties as well, right? But it's more like a totem build, but like Penetty as like a sports skill, right? Korvac as well. I died to Korvac as well once, yeah, that's true. But it was like a fire skeletons divider, right? But I mean, yeah, Resonant. People really want to play, see me play Panini. Maybe I could play some Panini. No joke in its R? Yeah. That's correct. XP Patronite. Don't tell me it chopped. He doesn't know Pepelaf. I know, I told myself earlier as well, but then I forgot still. Like, I still forgot. And also Oval told me, like everybody told me, but I still forgot. Because wrecked by Alzheimer's, right? Gargoyles the worst in this R. Wait, how do you have like no room to kite him in this R? Like the arena in this R is bigger than the main campaign, right? I mean, he obviously hurts more in his R than in the main campaign because of the scaling, but... he lacks clarity, yep. Ah, because he risks putting other bosses. Which will be fixed next patch anyway, right? Like, you're not gonna have to worry about that next patch anymore. Or like, not too much at least. You will have way more room to like kite next patch. Monka Omega. We're getting clapped here or what? No, next patch they will have like a smaller aggro range. However, they will aggro in a 1-2-1 fashion. So you will always have to fight 2 bosses at the same time. Fight 1, then 2, then 1, something like that. I don't know exactly how it's gonna work, but you're gonna basically, yeah, like fight enemies 1, 2, 1 instead of 1, 1, 1, 1. But you will have way more room to kite at least, because the aggro range is gonna be like heavily reduced. It's already that way, 1 to 1? No, it's not. You can pull them one by one. Like you can fight 1, 1, 1, 1 right now. Right. You can do it properly. Camera abuse.
Well, I haven't. My source
Is
of
it
my
abuse
job
of
was
the camera?
I came upon the.
That's what people like call it, right? Camera abuse. Camera nurse. Rest in peace, deepest our birds aren't retaliation. You think so? Can't you like kite at all? Good mid-game relic for soldiers. Juggernaut? Yes. Definitely. You can use the Juggernaut all the way from like 1 to 94 basically. I mean from like 35 to 94. Or it's a 35 relic I think. Did we find the lady? Dahlia? No we didn't actually. Right, we're gonna find the... Okay, it's over here. Kite 1 boss, yes. Why not kite 2 bosses? Just get good at it. It depends on RNG, that's true. Like if you get Benjar, right, and some other dude, good luck kiting them, right? Like imagine Benjar and Reaper, for example. I mean, they might not be the hardest setting ones, but Reaper is already kind of sketchy, and like Benjar can trap you, right? Just kite 2 Iron Maidens, yeah. For example, right? Yeah, Iron Maiden is like way scarier, true. On high shards. Just Blade Barrier and Alt 4. I mean, next patch is basically fuck you deepest art pushers, right? We don't care about you. And like, it's a treatment for people who don't know how to camera abuse right now. Right? Yo, Mr. Engineer, welcome, man. Thank you for the 100 kappa bitties. Welcome, man. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing? I'm gonna like drop a portal somewhere around this road here, right? And then go for the Homestead Rift Gate. Where am I going? Wrong way, right? Centurion is still the easiest Nemesis in the game. I think he's super easy for casters, yeah. Some people who play melee builds say he's not that easy. Like Reynan, for example, would disagree with you. But like, he's only playing Nightblades, like only Nightblades. What about Valderon? I feel like Valderon's the easiest when he's alone. I feel like Valderon's even easier than Benjar if he's like alone. Like with Benjar, you still have to like dodge the chaos crystals, right? But like Valderon, like what can he do? Like he can just like port around, which doesn't matter if you're like facing him one-on-one, right? Valderon has a Rashaga type shotgun though. Really? Wait, isn't that like around him, like to all directions? I thought it's like not directional, like it's only around, like omnidirectional, right? So it's kind of hard to like get actually shotgunned, but. Yeah, Zentaris shotgun is directional, but we're talking about Valderon. Which I didn't know has a shotgun actually. Alright, here in Pine Barrens, right, yet again, you don't wanna die to Mogara, right? Like our good friend Mike Vick. And you want to make sure to pick up a poison gland right when you go here. Oh yeah, I also was like talking about Devil's Crossing augments, right? Like an hour ago, probably. You have to go back to Devil's Crossing and get the augments actually. Let me just sell on Devil's Crossing and get the augments as well. Sounds like a good idea. He has a shotgun that reacts to projectiles like a Shalga aura. Interesting. Did he react hard enough and kill you sometime?
Put it to good use. See anything you like?
I'm gonna keep the Aether one probably. I could like put a Survivor's Perseverance instead of the Aether one, right? This one's basically the same thing, but like more Aetherous. And then we put like two Survivors Ingenuities, right? So now we have more away, more DA, and more Aetherous, right? And also more Chaos Blast as well, actually. Seems good, right? Yep. Let's put constant above all. Yeah, probably. I mean, Grava can be like really annoying for fireballs though, because of his like high fire rush, and you having to like dodge multiple projectiles, right, when you're playing fire, because you're like not gonna burst him down, right? If you're playing like a non-fire build though, he's kinda easy. I feel like just kill him super fast, right? He's kinda squished when you're like not playing fire. But yeah, Grava gets very like annoying for people, like for builds that are fire damage based, or where like his fumble matters a lot, right? So like melee characters, for example, can be like, it can be a little bit annoying to like kill him with fire. I mean, with like melee builds as well, when he like puts down his fumble tools, right? Other than that, I would agree. Yeah, Kaizen is definitely like the most annoying one. The hardest Nemesis. Grava's hard if you don't do damage. Pretty much. It's like the opposite of what you said. How is it the opposite of what you said? You said grow strong if you're not making damage heavy builds. If you are making damage heavy builds, then he's weak, which means he's strong when you do no damage. Right, basically. Same thing. Ongoliacs. Alright, killing her for the quest and also doing the shrine here. This is very cheap. Very cheap. These are actually like other boots that are very good for a build like this. If you wanna use these for endgame or while leveling level 84 plus, right, they're pretty good. Room scale foot guards. Really good for like a fire cast like this. Oi. Oi mate. Welcome in. Welcome in, booster. Action ultimate, I'm gonna do all the quests here, right? I'm gonna finish the Torrent Hold quest as well. Because it's, I mean, yeah, it's good XP, right? Good XP to do this. They can then have 2 cards as a single person. I mean, I would say yes. But, I mean, it depends like what you have in life, right? If you... I mean, you might have 2 cars, the other guy might have like 2 yachts, right? Or 3 houses, right? You never know. So it depends, right? Or someone might have 0 cars and 0 houses and 0 yachts, right? One is a Model A, or like a Ford Model A, like a super old, like an old timer. Nice. Wait, Model A is like even older than Model T, right? If I recall correctly. I mean, that's not really like a car, right? That's more like, I mean, it is a car, obviously, but it's not like a thing that you drive regularly, right? It's like a, how do you say that? Like a piece of engineering history, basically. Yep. That's what I'm saying. Like that's like a super old car, right? Like when did it get produced? Like 1910. Something like that, right? Like it's over 100 years old, right? Or like, is it 20s already? I don't know. Ford Model A. Ah, never mind, it's 20s. Okay, it's like late 20s actually. Oh, it's the successor of the T. I thought it's like the predecessor of the Model T. I see. Okay, it's actually like a... It's not that old then. I mean, it's still very old. It's like from the around about 1930, right? So it's 90 years old. It's still pretty old for a car. Definitely, for sure. Yeah, like the miles per gallon are probably pretty awful. A car that old. Yeah, welcome on. Please update already on the softcore version. What do you mean? I don't play softcore. I mean, you can basically play the same build in softcore as well, right? Like, hardcore and softcore is like the same thing in this game. The only difference is that you like die in hardcore, like you die forever in hardcore, but other than that, like the game is literally the same game, right? Like every single item is the same, every single like monster is the same. Everything is the same in softcore. I like on hardcore compared to softcore. So I'm not quite sure what I'm supposed to do. Except hardcore is for pussies. Wait, how is hardcore for pussies? Where's my energy? Oh, you meant softcore. Ah, no, it's not about being a pussy or not, it's just about like what you prefer to play, to be honest. It's like which way you have more fun playing the game. Ah, we're gonna go to Dead Man's Gulch actually, right, to fetch Angrim. You know, this pussy plays super hardcore, which is when you die, you delete the game and buy a new copy.
So, good work.
Sounds about right. You play super hardcore in real life. Basically. Okay, I think it's time to do I put a point here? I don't know. Like, where do I put on points now? What do I do? Could max this out, right? I could max this out, okay. What else? I could put some more points here, right, for like movement speeds though.
These up. These up. Come see what's left of my wares. Put it to good use.
And rent takes 75% of your income. Yikes.
I wasn't sure you. I'm going to.
But yeah, that's pretty
I'll skip the plus. The Legion is split on
much
two.
how it is for many people.
Come see what's left of my wares. Iron well spent.
Nice spot. What am I doing? I mean, 75% is actually crazy. I know, like, lots of people where it's like 50% of their income, but like 75% is actually Monka Giga, dude. Like, that should not be allowed, what the hell? %, all resistances, of course. Like, that's mandatory, kind of. I mean, not stun rest is not mandatory, but everything else is kind of mandatory, yeah. Otherwise, you're just gonna die, right? On on ultimate list. Like, resistances and Grim Dawn are not optional. You should always try to max them out. Like, you should not only try to max them out, you have to max them out, right? At least for higher difficulties. On normal you can like get away with like not having them maxed out, but like on elite and ultimate, I mean maybe not for Act 1, but like for Act 2 and so on, you kind of want them maxed out, right? Yeah, the game's just balanced around that, at least Endgame is balanced around that. Like having 80% is like expected. Not stun rush and also not physical rush, but everything else. If the game is balanced around you having like 80% resistances. Wait, you guys did overcap your physical? Like your 80% physical rest deceiver. I mean, the more you have, obviously, like the better as well, right? $83 plus 32. Wow. That's pretty crazy. Fantasy greens, like formidable prefix every single slot or what? Okay, I think 4 points is kinda enough, right? Where do I put the points now? I could like put more points into Temper for more DA. If I want more DA. Or I could put more points to Flashbang, right? Like I don't know. Yeah, probably DA is like the best. Or I could like put more points into Thermite Mine, right? Just max it out. Maybe I should do that, right? Like just max out Thermite Mine. It's not the worst idea to do it, right? Only 2 fantasy greens. Okay. It's definitely impressive to like have what 32% overcap to physical rest. Just basic standard RPG, most of the same system. Yeah, it's the same thing in all the RPGs, kinda like endgame's balanced around having maximum resistances. So you should try to, I mean you have to always get max resistances. At least for endgame. And even while leveling, like the more you have, right, the better it is for you, right? Why do I still have to cringe at like those bad audio jokes? Like, please tell me. Do I need help? Am I addicted to cringe jokes? What do you mean it's not a joke? How was Desage deleted? Not a joke. What do I think about maxing out Plasmal Armor while leveling not with Doka set? You mean just for Doka set armor? I mean, you can do it, sure. I would generally say that you have like no armor anyway, right? You kinda gotta accept that. And I mean, it helps against trash, right? Like it does help against like you running into trash getting like attacked by all the trash at the same time. Like it's not bad for that. But for like face tanking bosses, it won't save you against bosses anyway, right? Like you still need some other like defense type, right? Either absorb or like physical res while leveling against bosses. But sure, against trash it's not like a bad idea. You probably want to max it out anyways for like the pierce rest, right? Like if you have trouble maxing out your pierce rest while leveling, right? You might want to max out plasma armor because of that anyway, right? Where to get that teleport cliff? This order one? I mean, you can get the lower level version of this from the vendors in Forgotten Gods, right? The faction vendors in Forgotten Gods. They all sell like 2 different glyphs, right? And one of them is a teleport. They're like 6 different in total, right? This one is a level, like a higher level version, which has like less cooldown, like a little bit more range, right? I think this should drop in Shattered Realm, maybe even. I think this one is actually like a random drop, which you can like drop anywhere still. But like the higher level versions of this, like even better teleports, they I believe will only drop in the Shattered Realm, right? Like you need to do some Shattered Realm shards to have like a chance of them dropping it. Like the higher you go, obviously the higher your chance is gonna be to get them. I mean, you didn't have to explain the joke to me, I know about that. I mean, that's why I said, like, it's a joke. Like, it's a cringy joke, and I understand the joke, and I know why you're doing that. Like, you didn't have to explain the joke to me. What the fuck? Poor Adios, man. The spam, wow. Yo, Johnny, welcome. Yeah, this one's random. Displacement is the one that drops only in SR, yeah. Old names is only half the fun. True. Don't copy the name when you copy the pasta, right? That's the, like the rule number 69, right? Don't copy the name when you copy the pasta. And this they do, yeah. That's true. Newcomers. Good job, Mortars. Don't get rocked, right? Oh my god, I got rocked. Oh no, don't get by the rocks. Rocks are scary. Okay, okay, seems good. We're full again. My inventory is too low. Alright, let's go back. Independence Day build.
I'll give you a good price on what I've got left.
I should say this one actually, that's like a good ring. Set it up depraved. It's like basically a legendary. I wanna save it, that's pretty useful.
See you around.
Alright, let's get that temper. Also, yeah, let's kill Amalgamation real quick and then we can check out your build, the booster. Tasty rocks, ground 0. You mean rock 0 games, right? Alright, we got 6 more levels to go actually on it. Not too bad. We are at, what, 5 hours 28 minutes, and it's already slower than an infiltrator. Who would have thought, right? It's gonna be like 7 hours in the end, right? Maybe not really, like maybe 6.5. Probably like 6.5 actually. It's surprisingly quick actually. I thought it was gonna be slower. Like 6 hours is still, like 6.5 hours is still good for Mortar Traps, right? What's going on, chat? What did I just read? Yeah, I didn't read it either.
Come see what's left of my wares.
What kind of pasta is this?
Iron well spent.
Alright, we are revered with the homestead as well. Nice, nice.
Come see what's left of my wares.
Could use homestead augments if we wanted to. Maybe I want to, but what can I get on weapons? I mean, I do have stun rest on weapons, right? Which is pretty good.
See you
Don't wanna switch it around. I prefer my 80% stun rest for now.
There was my scouts have.
Just the per. There are 2 up. I have come to represent.
I have come to represent Commons Chosen, level 89. Seems good. And we're gonna check out your build here. Alright, let's proceed here in the fallow fields. Is it called fallow fields? I guess so. But yeah, as I said, the booster, like for endgame, right? For endgame Blight Monsters, like endgame Pierce Blade Monsters, we basically have there are two very like popular builds that you can like do, right? Either full Bergothian set or like SR set plus 2 Reaper's Claws, right? And you play Cadence with like the Reaper's Claw, and you don't play Cadence with the Bergothian set, right? These guys have some fire res, or I have like no damage. Why are they not dying? By the way, this is like where the scariest part about speed leveling with Opus kind of starts, I would say. Like, after Homestead, right? Once you go here, it gets kind of sketchy. Because like the Chthonians are no joke. But, and my armor is a joke, right? Like the last 5 levels here are gonna be a little bit sketchy. We will have to like cut around a little bit more and like try to not get hit. Your right hand fingers are rarely randomly moving. Ah, damn, that sucks. I hope it's gonna be fun, man. Gonna be visiting the dock soon. Yeah. Yeah, you should better. Sometimes, like, I know the feeling of like having shaky hands sometimes, but it's never been as bad so that I like, can't control my hand anymore or something like that. Actually, this guy actually hurts if you have like no armor. Didn't know this gun can hurt. It might be worth to do half Forgotten Gods and Elite to like hit 94 in Homestead. If you have no balls, then yes. No, but like overall it's probably the better way to do it, right? I usually always aimed to like hit 94 after killing Lucius. But like with the introduction of totems, like 2 patches ago or 3 patches ago, you kinda get like more XP on Elite already compared to before. Like I was basically barely able to like hit 70 or like 69 usually, right, when I was speed leveling, before totems were a thing. But like with totems now, you do get more levels, because you do wanna do all the totems, right? Like totems are too good to like skip. By the way, here in the Blood Grove, right, we need to find Bolvar and kill Bolvar. We need to like find 5 like Legion Insignias, and also we need to find the farmers and like save them, right? The shrine here, I would honestly skip on automate, because like you don't need more shrine. I mean, you like more points, right? And it's kind of expensive. Like you need a Chthonian Seal of Binding for this one, right? So I kind of want to save that for crafting. Damaged or tired nerves, yeah, that's probably the reason. Like either you gamed too much and they're like tired, your nerves are tired, right? Like sending signals or stuff like that, I don't know. Or there's like hopefully there's no other cause to that, right? Or you're like an alcoholic and you need like more alcohol, right? Alright, we found Bolvar, killed Bolvar. We didn't find the farmers yet, did we? I don't think so, actually. Oh yeah, they're over here. Yeah, stretching might help. Like, stretching is like always important, actually, like, for every part of your body. Stretching is very underrated. Also, like having a correct posture, right, is pretty important while setting in front of the computer. I'm not good at that either, I guess. Try stretching your forearm. Have you tried stretching your forehead as well? Alright, another kind of chosen quest over here, right, that you can do is getting the Master Ravok over here, right? You underestimate my lack of balls. I already changed local set at level 40. Cup. Wait, is that a... like a real cup or not? Cup. I can't tell actually. I don't know how you speed level. Right, the posture. Pretty much. Also welcome on, Miss GYZ. Actually never drank any alcohol in your entire life. I mean, that's not the worst decision to do. Not the worst decision, for sure. You go to elite without low car. Wow. Yeah, I thought you had more balls than that, what the fuck. I mean, just trade your characters, right? Like, just trade a GG stash character like you do, like trading items in the league, right? Just trade characters. Come. Where do we go? Only ever drink water, tea, coffee, and orange juice. I mean, you should try some other stuff maybe. Like, and I can respect you like not drinking alcohol, but like at least like try maybe, I don't know, pineapple juice or something like that, right? Wonka. Sweet potato juice is actually a thing. I mean, yeah, why not, right? There's also like sugar cane juice. You won't survive university without alcohol. If you drink too much though, you might be stuck forever. It's not the reason why I'm stuck in university still, but for me it's more like because I gamed too much. But yeah. And yet here I am, right? Gaming some more. Oh, what the fuck is this Tetris puzzle here? I can't solve it. It's too hard. Wrecked by Tetris. Alright. Which semester am I? Like in total? I don't even know anymore, dude. I mean, I've changed subjects like basically twice. Or like 1.5 times, kind of. And in total, I'm in semester number 17, I think. Probably 17. I mean, I've been studying since I left high school, which was like when I was 18. So I've been studying for like 9 years already. Like I started studying like winter semester 2011. 17 only? Oh, you're like plus 20. You finished your studies this summer after 24 semesters. I mean, okay, that's probably like what I'm gonna finish mine as well. Like maybe after 24 semesters. That sounds like reasonable for me. Oh my god. I don't know. I mean, thank you guys for like making me feel a little bit like better, like not as bad anymore. Like I feel so horrible sometimes, like 70 semesters, like who the fuck studies that long, like what the fuck, right? Like it's not that I'm not like smart enough, it's just like I was lazy as fuck and now I'm like trying to catch up, but I don't know. Like, I feel like the older you get, like the harder it gets as well, because like you become a boomer, right? And like boomers can't think anymore, like I don't know. Like you can't remember stuff anymore, like Alzheimer's like getting to you when you're like 25 basically, right? Second degree, no first degree. Which is even sad, like even more sad, right? Like I basically stopped like right before the first degree twice. But hey, life still goes on, right? And I've done some jobs like here and there in between, or like while studying, or like while studying not as much and stuff like that, but yeah. Oh, alright. The overall grades were very good. Yeah. I did get some experience, like some other like life and work experience here and there. Not on the fields where I would like to have the experience maybe, but yeah, I got some experience, I guess. Semester number 29, oh my god, dude. Wait. That's like 14.5 years, dude, like... What are you, 40? No, like 30... Started 2006. Wow. Like 30, 35 almost. 33 probably. Something like that. Like I wanted to finish before 30 at least. Like I wanted to finish my second, finish my second degree after like before being 30, like 30, right? That was like the goal at least. I mean, like, when I started studying, I wanted to, like, finish when I was, like, 23, but here I am, right? Here I am. What am I studying? I started studying biochemistry first. I did that for like 4 years. Then I did regular chemistry for like 3 years. And now I'm doing biochemical engineering, which is like not a Bachelor of Science anymore, but like a Bachelor of Engineering, so it's a little bit easier, all things considered. But yeah. Basically still like kind of the same subject, like not too much different. Like some engineering stuff got added, chemistry stuff is easier. I mean, I still like the subject, but sometimes I wonder, maybe I should have like just studied like, I don't know, like computers, like informatics and stuff like that, right? Oh well. You're 14, you study again, take it easy. Yeah. I mean, yeah. At least I'm trying to study something where I will get some good money later. Oh, I hope. I don't know. So maybe I can like make up for it. Oh well, we'll see, we'll see. "29 semesters, we got a winner." Yeah, I guess we got a winner. And we got a build to check out by Thomas as well. Which we can do after killing Karas, right? Like sometimes I wonder, maybe we should just like quit everything and like study computer science as well as or something like that. Cause like, I don't know. But then again, I'm like pretty invested and I'm like, I don't know. Not like super close, but like kinda close to finish my first degree again. So like I shouldn't like change the subject right now again, right? Like, I don't know. Experience is worth more than getting a bachelor's degree. I mean, the thing is, like, if you don't have a bachelor's degree, like any, right? You just need any degree. If you have like no degree at all, you can't like work any like at all, basically. At least not in Germany. Like, if you don't have a bachelor's in Germany, you're like, I don't know. You can like work as a waiter, right? And that's it. Like, if you, for example, fail your second degree, right? If you have like a bachelor's, but you fail like your master's, for example, that's like no problem. I have like several friends who like failed their masters, but they're still basically working the same job, which they could have gotten with the masters as well. They just get like a little bit less money at the start when like they started working, and that's like still totally fine. This is kind of cancelled, by the way. We have an Arcane in here, we have an Vampiric in here. Like the Vampiric is healing the Arcane again, stuff like that. Arcane, I have to like run around because of the Arcane, right? Like not get hit by the projectile. Why are they like still 4 HP, please? Can you just die? I need like a good spot to fight them. Let's go like over here and like put 3 mortars here, right? Okay, projectile out. Why is there more stuff spawning? Like, please, totem. Like, the totem here in Darkway Gate is always kind of sketchy, I feel like. I mean, I've died here in the league as well, right? While leveling. It was like on elite, but still. Like, how many dread guards are these? Like, these are 6 dread guards, right? Like, are you kidding me? They're like pretty fire resistant as well. Oh my god, this is not speed leveling, this is more like running in circles leveling, right? Yeah, I mean, if you get to this point, you should probably like just skip them, right? Just run to Karos instead. Don't get nullified. Use the pot again, XP pot, right? Okay, we did it! Woohoo! Ex-coworker of mine drove a company finance Tesla and got about 65k a year without any degree at all.
What's left of my wares.
I mean, that's not too bad.
Put it to good use.
I mean, yeah, like working in IT is easier than like working in a lab, right? Like if you go, like if you want to work in a lab, they're pretty pretty strict. If you don't have a degree at all, like they're like, yeah, no, you can't work here because of like safety, right? They think like if you don't have a degree, like you don't know shit about like safety and stuff like that, which is not true, but I don't know. I feel like many places are like that. Like if you don't have a degree, they're like, yeah, we can't like make you work here because of like safety concerns, right? I mean, 65k is even okay for Munich, I would say. I mean, you can get more obviously, but like, payments are higher in Munich compared to like the west or like northwest of Germany on average. That's true. But then again, also like rents are more expensive here. So. Like you're lucky to get like a room, like a student's room, which is like less than, I don't know, 400 to 500 bucks right per month. But it's like still probably like cheap for people from California or something like that, right? But I mean, you're like speaking of like IT, right? With like IT experience, right? Like the jobs, I don't know. Like when it comes to working in a lab, like you either have a bachelor's degree at least, or you get like 10 bucks an hour. That's my experience so far at least. And also from like friends that work in the same field as well. And like 10 bucks an hour, I mean, I might as well just be a waiter, right? Like, what the fuck? But then again, I don't know all the companies yet. I don't know. Maybe I'm like missing something. Yeah, exactly, like you get like 10 bucks an hour doing anything. Or like doing nothing basically as well. I mean, I've been mostly working as a either basically like a private teacher or a like translator or like a waiter a bit as well. And I basically got like 12 bucks as a waiter and then you get like tips on top, right? That's what's kind of okay. Translator, I mean, kind of depends. Like you don't get paid per hour, like you just get paid per translation. Like depending on like how fast you are, you get more per hour or less per hour, basically. But you can get like 20 or 30 an hour easily if you like good, right? And as a teacher, I mean, yeah, I worked for like 15 an hour as like a private teacher. As a mechanical engineer, your minimum wage is 750, so around 30 euros an hour. Yeah, but that's what when you have a degree, right? If you don't have a degree, you get less. And also, like, if you're, like, depending on like how you are, like which kind of contract you have, like companies can give you less than the minimum wage, because minimum wage doesn't apply to all jobs. It only applies to like actual jobs, and other like many jobs aren't considered to be actual jobs, so you get less than the minimum wage, or like they can pay you less than the minimum wage actually. I mean, where are you from, Johnny? Because like rents might be completely different as well. Like the place that me and my girlfriend are in right now, it's like 1.2k per month, right? So it's like 600 for each of us, and that's like cheap for where we live and like how big the place is. It's like pretty cheap, I would say. At least for like the city that I live in. Like, what's your average rent in Slovakia, right? Or like the city that you live in Slovakia, like what do you pay for rent? We gotta go back to Homestead and also like check out the build by Thomas and right? So we have arrived back at Homestead and we're gonna hand in these quests here, right?
I am told that
So we
Lasai
go for
cannot
Captain
when
Sober.
the Legion was forced to abandon. I've already.
Okay,
You're here. With the
3 more levels to go. Actually, we're gonna go to... Wait, should I get the Shadow Strike one?
Something you need stash?
Let's do the Skipperoo, right? Let's get Chaos Strike, let's get a melee weapon,
Safe with me.
and let's do the Skipperoo here at Dark Whale Gate, right? So like what you can do, once you have Dark Whale Gate, Rift unlocked as well as the next one from Astakar Mountains, right? Actually I can't do it anymore because I already killed the mobs here, right? Oh shit, never mind. Like, generally speaking you can do like the skip that I usually do, but right now I can't because I killed the mobs and I don't wanna reset the game, right? Because I have a XP pod running. Oh well, never mind. We gotta run. We gotta actually walk here. Just reset. Pods are expensive, man. They cost like 100k. Or like, I don't know, 80k maybe. I mean, they're not really that expensive, but... I can do a Forsaken Savage Totem here instead of like... die to some spawned Wendigos, right? Sounds good. Oh yeah, Wendigos galore. Oh my god, yeah, we're gonna die. Oh shit, are you kidding me? At least we didn't get Arcanes. Okay. I'm kinda getting like petrified by these guys now. What the hell, dude? Man, you guys are so crazy sometimes, actually. Like, super crazy. It's like one SOT run. Yep, and exactly. Yeah, I mean, it's really cheap, I know. All right. Wait, the big one actually has a slow target for 3 to 5 seconds. Interesting. But like you would have to like hit the big one first, right? So that like the other abilities also hit, right? The other projectiles also hit, right? Chat, when is next patch? Next year. Definitely next year, not this year. So probably January. Yo, Droplet, welcome on. There was a reflective gun here, right? You can actually put the mortar down there, right? Like, look at this. It's kind of funny. Well, what's up, Yetis? Are you done? Yep, they're all dead actually. Rest in peace. Got some Naruto level stuff. Yeah. Pretty much. Dropping hot, sticky loads on disgusting people, right? That's what it says.
Well
The
met.
Apache meme, I think. Melee FPS. Thanks for the follow, Workman. Oh my god. Interrupted when I wanted to port. Yo Dave, welcome on by the way. Courage to hire Stan to make a real league. I mean, yeah. Like, I think Stan is doing like custom item sets right now for the league or something like that. I think that's what the spoiler was about, right? Like, he posted a spoiler on Mike's Discord, right? And I think it is, like, it looked like a retaliation set that, like, procs something like, I don't know, some kind of chosen sky shard, right? This guy is entirely optional and pretty annoying to kill actually while leveling. So like you can skip this guy. He just completed all the expansions for the first time. I'm level 72 or something. This is their PvP content. I mean, you can do PvP, yes. There's no such thing as like a multiplayer ladder or like a multiplayer server. This game is like very single player focused. However, you can do multiplayer, but it's like peer-to-peer. Like it's like Warcraft 3, like vanilla Warcraft 3 age of multiplayer, right? So it's like one guy hosts the game, the other guys join, right? However, I did some, or like me and the community, me, Mike Vick, and some other people did like a PvP tournament. Actually, we did 3 tournaments in this game for PvP, but they're like low level. Like we did level 20 twice, level 25 once. Yeah, we did some tournaments, but it's more like community stuff. Like there's nothing official for PvP. PvP does exist in the game, but like there's no official stuff in this. Like no official seasons or like no official PvP stuff. No. I wanted to do the next PvP tournament between the leagues, yeah, like, so, I don't know, late January, early February maybe, but I don't know. My January is gonna be like very busy because of like exams and stuff like that. So I'm not quite sure how prepared I am for like another PvP round already. Like I kinda wanted to like maybe finally do a proper mod. To like balance health regen, right? ARPG PvP, yeah, it's, I mean, it's obviously super scuffed, but it's still fun. Like, it's scuffed but fun. And if you wanna see, like, how scuffed it is, right? You can probably check out some, like, older videos, right, of PvP stuff. Here's for example the highlights from the last PvP tournament that you can check out on YouTube. ARPG PvP DVD for people with ADHD. What the fuck? Alright, we're not doing those quests for speed leveling right now. I think you just run 2 for icon, kill vicious, and then like hand in the quests. And that should give me like level 94, right? But even as far as Q4, I did play Cold Planetis with it like 2 years ago. It does work. It's not really like super good, but it does work. And I mean, you can play Cold Ignifar, right? You can play Cold Planeti, Cold Ignifar, Cold Stormbox as well, I guess. It's pretty flexible.
Good. Trade precise.
Configuration doing more damage than Ignafar? I mean, that's not true. Like, Ignafar is actually an okay skill. I would say it's very okay, actually. Maybe not the best ever, but still very okay. Certainly stronger than this ability, yeah. Rest in peace, FPS. Am I lagging? I hope I'm not lagging. Yeah, that's true. Like, the damage is not the problem, it's more like the clunkiness of the skill, like the range of the skill, and it's pretty low range. Like, they did increase the cone a little bit, I think, like 1 or 2 patches ago, but still kind of feels, I don't know, kind of scuffed. Leveling Ignafar Deceiver, yep. Leveling with that skill, I don't know about leveling with that skill. I mean, if you like the skill, then sure. Otherwise I would never level with it. Because it's, I don't know. Like, you need to channel it, right? You need to stand still, and it deals like only short range damage. I don't know. I feel like Aether Ray doubling is okay because like the range is so like large, but still you're not gonna be like super fast. Like, it's not speed leveling levels of like speed, right? It's okay damage though. Alright, 6 hours 12 minutes. We're about to basically hit 94 because we're gonna kill Lucius and then like cash in all the quests, and then we're basically at 94 already. Like, this wasn't even that scary. Like, the scariest part about this leveling so far in this Pyromancer was, let's say, the totems in like Darkway Gate, right? The Chaos totems there. You could just like skip those, right? If you just skip them, then I would say this is pretty safe to like go all the way to 94 with low press left, right? Like, you have good Fizz from Occultist, and you have good Absorb from Russia, right? On top of that, if you have like Fizz gloves like this one, right? And these pants, it's like 13% Fizz on like 2 pieces. It's actually insane. Mortar Traps down kind of falls off now though, but like this is kind of slow. Kind of a slow kill, I would say. And I mean, the main reason for that is because you cannot convert the physical to fire while leveling, right? Maybe there's like an 84 item that you could use that I might actually missed. Let's kill Elric then. I mean, you always skip Elric, obviously. Like, Elric doesn't count. Like, you don't do him while leveling. At least not with low set. Like, why would you do him, right? There's no reason to kill him. Just skip him. You can just walk past easily. You're doing solo stuff when it's slow anyway. I mean, yeah, it's fine for solo stuff, I would say. Because it's so slow, right? Alright, we did these 2 quests. We can do this quest as well, why not, right? Maybe I don't even need to do that quest though, right? I have like 2 more quests to hand in here, right? Broken Hills, and then I have I think like 4 quests actually to hand in at Sorrow's Bastion, right? Or these 3. Adric Skipper's P sitting down. Wow, that's not hardcore. Hey, at least I'm taking low crystal all the way to 94, okay? Oh my god, not that topic again.
May the light-
Please, please guys. Alright, 1 quest, 2 quests, 3 quests, and we're now level 94. Perfect. So yeah, level 94 after 6 hours and 15 minutes with Mortar Trap Pyromancer. Definitely sounds viable to me, right, for leveling. Don't expect a endgame version of exactly this build anytime soon. I'm gonna switch this over to a Fire Dreamstable build once the next patch hits, which is gonna be, I don't know,
See anything you like?
maybe like in a month or two. Like, probably in a month, like not 2 months from now. Yeah, thank you so much everybody for watching this speed leveling on YouTube as well. Thank you so much, hope you guys enjoy this, and I'll see you around on the next video, right?